Welcome back to another episode of Behind Our Lens. I'm Stef.
And I'm Jess.
Today we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour movie, meeting Zane Lowe,
the Trilogy Tour with Enrique, Pitbull, and Ricky Martin, and Reneé Rapp being in town.
Let's get into it.
So today, actually the day that we're recording, is the day that in 1989, Taylor's version is actually being released. So this is a very exciting day.
It is super exciting. I came with my Taylor Swift Eras Tour merch, ready to represent, and I've been listening to 1989 Taylor's version on repeat all day.
And you also had merch at the movie.
Yeah, I wore this exact shirt at the movie, actually, which we're going to talk about. The Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie came out on October 13th, and for us Canadians, it was a huge deal because...
the biggest highlight that we have.
Yeah, the biggest highlight of the month, basically, let's say that, because we have not had a tour come here yet. And we are all...
It's far away.
Yeah.
No one has tickets.
November 2024 is
a depressing time.
We're trying to look forward to, but we don't have tickets even, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie came out. We went to a showing on October 13th, on the day it came out. And what did you think about it, Jess?
I loved it. I mean, I feel like... And I've heard mixed things in terms of how people felt after, of like, did they feel more fulfilled for waiting, or like, are they even more excited?
Yeah.
And I feel that sense of like, we have to be at this tour.
Right.
It is amazing. Everything about it seems amazing. Her, the outfits, the vocals, the dancing.
Yeah, the stage.
Like everything about
atmosphere.
it. Yeah.
Everything.
It looks so unreal.
Yeah.
So
it just only got me more excited to go see the actual concert, and just to like also figure out what like way the concert flows. Like I watched the Eras Tour on TikTok live all summer long. And there were still some things that happened in the movie that I didn't realize happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was it that we mentioned, like, directly? There was something.
There was something. I don't remember. But yeah, there was quite a few things that we felt like, oh, she does that too? Or whatever it was. So I'm so excited. I'm going to see her in Portugal in May. So I am
At least you have something
pumped.
to actually look forward to.
Yeah, unfortunately, we both don't have tickets to the Toronto show. And although... that is very sad. Obviously, I'm excited to go see her in Portugal, but we really also want to come see her in Toronto, in our hometown. So hopefully we can get tickets. But the movie was just incredible. And my favorite part, I think, about the whole experience is just being in a room filled with people who feel the exact same way about an artist that you do. And they're showing it.
The vibes were there.
The vibes were on point.
Yeah.
There were so many people getting up and dancing and having a great time.
We had a great theater, too. I mean, we had, like, the perfect mix. You know, it wasn't like everyone stood the entire movie and it was, like, weird or, like, screaming or things like that. But it was just, like, an environment of people who all loved the same artists and music and were, like, really enjoying that together.
Yeah.
And, like, having fun.
Right? It was so much fun. And in front of us, there was these two little girls.
Oh, my God.
And luckily, I mean, for us, they were standing the whole time.
Yeah, it worked out well for us.
They were standing the whole time, so we could sit and watch. And,
because they were very short.
Yeah. But they were so cute. They were just having the time of their life. And I was
They were
like,
bopping up and down, like jumping.
I'm like, this is just so nice. This is what it's all about, you know?
That was
good
nice.
Vibes.
Very good vibes. And we got the popcorn bucket.
Yes.
Even though ours is like the knockoff for sure.
The popcorn bucket and the drink cup. Yeah. They are not as cute as other ones.
The lidless cup.
The lidless. Like, why would they
I
give
just
us
feel
something
like that
without a
should
lid?
be a crime.
Yeah.
It feels like they're selling not a complete product.
I agree. Yeah.
I just think what's worse is if everyone in the world had the same set.
Right.
Okay, then it's the same.
Right.
But you start seeing this stuff in like the UK, in America.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. They have like
the
Starbucks level tumblers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on?
I know.
Cineplex.
It's very unfair.
Yeah.
But also, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. At least we got them since the demand seemed outrageous.
Yeah. We got them. It wasn't a hassle. We got the movie.
Yeah, it's so good. I would see again.
Yeah, I would definitely go see again.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't gone yet, to be honest.
Speaking of going places and traveling, you went to New York recently and ran into someone.
Yeah, so I went to New York at the beginning of this month. One night we went out bar hopping in the West Village, and we went to this really cool speakeasy bar that plays vinyls that I'm going to gatekeep because it's really cool. The night was ending. It was like 12:30 and the bar was like wrapping up. So there was about like 8 people in the bar. It was a very small bar. And me and my boyfriend Alexander were sitting, they had like bleachers kind of in this bar. It was a very interesting bar. I'm not going to even try to explain it because I'm just going to butcher it.
Sounds very unique.
Yeah, it was very unique. So we were just sitting and finishing our drinks. He noticed somebody at the bar and goes to me and he's like, Stef, is that Zane Lowe? Just instantly, like, my heart dropped. And I don't know why, but I was just like, it was not in...
Well, it was unexpected.
It was such an unexpected thing. Yeah. So I look around and I can see he has a, baldish head.
Yeah.
But he's from New Zealand, so he has an accent. So I tried to listen to hear.
Yeah, it's fairly distinct.
Yeah, and I was like, that's his voice. That's Zane Lowe. And so then I started freaking out. Like, I don't get starstruck. We work with celebrities all the time. I've only been starstruck twice in my life. Once with a soccer player from Italy, Andrea Pirlo, world class. I forgot how to speak when I was in front of him. And now Zane Lowe. I just started freaking out. I was like, holy crap. Zane Lowe is right there. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I watch his interviews all the time. He always has the best interviews. So, and me and Alexander both do that.
Yeah.
So we were both like really excited because we're like, oh my God, somebody we really admire is sitting right there and like in such an unexpected way.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, do I go up to him and talk to him? But like he was with 3 other friends that I didn't know who they were, but they were at the bar just chatting.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to interrupt, but I also didn't want to like just walk by him and be like, and not say anything.
Yeah.
We waited, we finished our drinks, and then it was basically them at the bar and us left in this bar.
Oh my gosh.
So I walked over and I was like, hi, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but are you Zane Lowe? He's like, yes, I am. And I'm like, I just wanted to say hello, and I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I'm a huge fan. I really admire your work. I work in radio, and I know you've also worked in radio, and you do such amazing work. So I just wanted to say hi. Like, me and my boyfriend here, we're big fans. And he was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That means so much to me. He literally turned his chair over and started talking to us for 10 minutes.
That's so cool.
I felt like I was in a Zane Lowe interview. It was the weirdest thing. And I was like, blacking out because I was just so starstruck for some reason. So my boyfriend really took the reins on like being the voice for both of us. It was so cool. We were just talking about, he asked me about like my work and like what do I do? So I was, explaining to him. I told him about this podcast.
Look at you go.
He actually said it was such a great idea.
Wow.
He's like, I'm always thinking of podcast ideas. I love that. The
Zane Lowe approval.
Yeah, literally Zane Lowe approved. It was so cool. It was just like also very like reassuring that I was like explaining to him like what I do for work. And he was like, that's amazing. Like, you've got this.
It's like validating, you know?
Yeah, especially coming from somebody I like obviously respect a whole lot. It was really cool. And then the words just kept escaping me. So Alexander kept like chiming in. But we were saying how we watch obviously a lot of his interviews and we love the fact that he is so connected to the artist because they don't see him as somebody who's just like interviewing him or somebody from the media.
Totally.
It kind of feels like they have such like a larger connection with him musically.
It's like a personal like bond that he almost builds with them.
Yeah, it's like he's their friend really.
Yeah.
And he was just like so grateful that we even said things like that. And he was like, thank you so much. Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to like put out to the world. He's like, obviously I do my research, but like I respect these artists so much and I want the same kind of like respect back. It was the coolest thing ever. I could not believe it. I had like the biggest smile on my face. God. And I was going to ask him for a photo, but then I didn't because I felt like it wasn't the vibe.
Yeah.
And there was like nobody left in this bar. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah. It's good though to like, you would always regret if you didn't try to talk to him.
I know. Yeah.
What an experience.
It was
and
so
you wouldn't
cool.
have had that if you didn't like try.
Yeah, exactly. And he could have very well just been like, yeah, that's me. And I could have been like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. I just want to say hi and like I admire your work. And he could have been like, okay, great, thanks. See you later.
Yeah.
But like he literally turned his chair around from the bar, like talked to us for so long. So
nice of him.
He was so nice. He asked my name like 3 times.
It seems like he cares a lot, like, about the industry.
Yeah, you know? It does. And I feel like that's, too, why I like him so much as, like, a person and somebody in the industry. Because you can just tell he's so passionate about the things that he does. And it was just, honestly, like, such a weird and kind of random experience and person to even, like, fangirl over. But I was just, like, so in awe. I admire his work so much that I couldn't even believe I got, like, starstruck. My boyfriend was like, I have never seen you like this.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I never get like this. I'm just like, I can't believe we just met Zane Lowe. Like, that's so cool.
I find too, if it's really unexpected, it just like catches you off guard.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. It was so weird. Literally, Zane Lowe and Andrea Pirlo, the only 2 people I've been starstruck over.
Oh my God.
And so random. But that made my whole trip. It was really cool.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when I randomly met Steve Aoki in a store in Hawaii.
That is so random.
Yeah. Literally, I was there with my cousin, and I'm like, I think that's Steve Aoki, because this guy was walking by who obviously looked like Steve Aoki. And what set it apart was I was like, I feel like that's his exact tattoo. And then her partner was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm like 99% sure. And so he went over, he just like literally was like, okay, and walks up.
No way.
And it's like, hey, are you Steve Aoki? And it was him.
That's so funny.
The funniest part is that it was right after I went and got henna done. Okay, I got this huge koi fish like henna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so I'm wearing like a sideways shirt because it was my whole arm. It's on me because when you get henna done, like you leave it. Yeah. So it's like crusty up on my arm.
Oh no.
And he goes, oh, I love your tattoo. And I'm like, thanks, it's henna. Like, what? But yeah, so I have a photo of like us in this random store.
Oh my gosh, that's so
in
funny.
Hawaii.
That is so random.
So random.
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny.
I love that. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Great times.
Yeah. What are the chances?
Right. I tried messaging Zane Lowe afterwards. No reply. So
it's okay. You messaged me.
I did. Yeah. So when I left the bar, first I went up to my brother, his fiance, and my friend from New York that we were with. And I was like, guys, do you know who we just met? They're like, who? I'm like, Zane Lowe. And they're like, yeah, we don't know who that is. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I texted Jess, because I'm like, she's going to know.
Yeah, but I was asleep.
I'm like, Jess, do you know who I just met? Zane Lowe. No reply. And I'm like, please wake up. I'm like, how are you sleeping right now? Because usually she's up very late.
I am.
And then I messaged some other friends that I have and said the same thing. And they also were like, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, who can experience this with me? And then I was like,
it's okay. Then I woke up.
Yeah. But then just woke up and shared the excitement right back. And then I was like, I'm so excited to go to work because everybody at work will know who he is. And
so cool.
Everybody has been like, oh my God, that is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a memorable time.
It was.
You know what else was memorable? Was the Trilogy Tour.
Oh, gosh. Yes, Jess went to the Trilogy Tour.
Which was Enrique Iglesias, Pitbull, and Ricky Martin, who I love, okay? I love Latin music. I've seen Enrique, actually, I've seen all of them before. Specifically Enrique a lot of times. Also Pitbull, like, quite a hefty amount of times.
Nice.
And also, they're, like, always touring together. So, like, Enrique and Pitbull have played together many times.
Right.
Enrique and Ricky Martin have toured together. Like, these guys are always together. But this was an interesting tour. And it's getting really mixed reviews.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't even have to have gone to the show to hear about it. Because it is all over TikTok. Like, I swear, my entire FYP... is about this goddamn show.
It really is. It's about how Some acts are just not up to par.
They're just not sounding how people are expecting them to sound.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tough. Because, like, I posted some stuff on my account. Everyone loved Pitbull. Like, Pitbull always brings 110%. Like, that man is like the little Energizer bunny that never stops, okay? His dancers are on point. He's on point. Like, the vibes are there. And the vibes were there the whole show. But then it's like afterwards, when you listen back, the vibes maybe were vibing down. But like, I thought Ricky Martin, you know, like, it was a fun time. Like, everyone was having a good time.
He sounded good too, though.
Yeah, I didn't think, it's just like, okay, so I posted a TikTok of him singing. All the comments start coming in about him sounding like Dracula. And then as soon as you read the Dracula comments,
you can't unhear it.
You can't unhear the Dracula. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. And they're like coming up with these lines of like, it's ridiculous. And like the little Dracula emoji.
Oh my
that goddamn emoji. I've never seen so much of that emoji in my life.
That is so random.
I don't even think I knew that it really existed.
Yeah.
And so not the nicest comments.
But hilarious also.
Yeah, hilarious though. If you want to laugh, read the comments. It's like, did he just come back from the gym?
Right.
Because people also weren't a fan of his outfit.
Right.
But like, people who were there were having a good time.
Yeah. No, it seemed,
I must say,
from Ricky's videos, it seemed like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just apparently is giving Dracula.
Dracula vibes.
Or, to quote one of the comments, dad at karaoke.
Oh my God.
Which,
really?
Yeah.
No, I don't get that vibe. I can see the Dracula angle.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
But then also going around is around Enrique.
Yeah.
Which I'm a huge Enrique fan. My mom loves Enrique. Like, I grew up with Enrique.
Yeah.
But I think, like, he hasn't sung a lot in, like, years. Yeah. Which wasn't a surprise. Like, if this was your first time seeing him, it would probably be, like, a very abrupt... A shock. Yeah, like, shock to someone. But I've seen him many times. I've seen every tour, like, pass.
Right.
Basically. And naturally, like, he's sung less and less, sort of, every time. It's a lot of, like, fan involvement. Like, he's running around, he gets in the crowd. Like, half the time he's kissing the crowd. Like, he's very friendly.
Yeah.
Okay? like I said, the vibes are there.
Right.
Just sometimes not the vocals.
Well, that's what I heard, too, on my TikTok page. Basically, there was countless videos of people just saying, for the most part of the concert, he was just like, you know, everybody else sang except him.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I love him.
But you love him. I mean, we all love him.
Yeah. And I love him a lot. Because that's the thing. It was a really expensive tour. Right. I must say. Like, it definitely wasn't cheap.
Right.
And so especially in that sense of things, like, I'm sure most people don't want to pay a lot of money to like sing half of it.
Right.
Even when SZA had to cancel that show, a lot of the comments, because she was like, you guys would have to sing. Yeah. It was like, well, we don't want to do that. We paid to hear you sing.
Yeah.
So when you like compare it to things like that,
it's true. Yeah.
That is hard.
Yeah.
Because it price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes. But you had a great time at the show.
I had a great time. Okay. Don't listen to those comments.
Right? And everybody in the crowd was dressed up as Pitbull, as they do.
Oh, my goodness.
That's my favorite thing about these concerts.
The best.
Like, I love it.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You see Pitbulls on the way. You see Pitbulls outside.
It's so good.
Inside, outside. We went for a burger after. Pitbulls were there. All the Pitbulls.
That's amazing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That is too funny.
You can, like, and when you're in your seat, you can spot them.
Yeah.
It's like, where's Waldo, but where's Pitbull?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
The best.
Nice.
But yeah, I must say, Pitbull definitely stole the show.
Yeah. Well, even just for the vibe of his songs, I feel like they're all pretty much like
it's
bangers
also,
and like uplifting.
Just like hit after hit. Yeah. Like the man never stops.
Yeah. Love Pitbull.
Great dude.
Well, another concert we got to go see was Reneé Rapp. Mm-hmm. She just performed here in Toronto at History. And the vocals on this woman.
And I think that's where you like can really see it too, like overall.
Yeah.
If you see someone like Reneé Rapp.
Right.
That just blows your socks off.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
No, it was insane. Like, I knew she had a good voice, but hearing it live and just hearing every aspect of her voice, like the range, the belting, the runs, like the soft parts of her voice, she's just so talented.
And I also feel like when she sings, you can like feel the emotion.
Yeah.
Because she has such a powerful voice.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
She really gets into the lyrics, obviously.
She blew me away.
Yeah, same. And her crowd work.
Oh, yeah.
That girl's a comedian. Like, she's so funny.
So good.
Yeah. She just really knows how to talk to the crowd. Mm-hmm. Her show was really, really incredible.
She has a lot of fun with her fans.
Yeah.
And their signs.
Yeah. So at Reneé Rapp's concerts, everyone's bringing signs. A lot of them say many different things.
A bit dirty.
A little bit dirty, a little bit risque.
Yeah. But
scandalous. We had captured a video of one fan who had a sign, and Reneé pointed her out and said, "Can you read the sign to me?" And the sign said, "Can you please wrap your legs around my neck?"
Yeah.
And everybody loved it. And then she went on to tell Reneé that she was her gay awakening.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great moment. I actually posted it on my TikTok, and it's over 500,000 views.
It's so good.
It's crazy. I connected with the girl who wrote the sign. I sent her the video so she could have it.
So fun.
She has like a different angle, like from right behind her, too.
Oh my God.
So cool. But
that's the best. Yeah. When like, and you see that a lot. I always used to see it in the summer, like with the Harry shows.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, "Oh my God, I caught you like from this angle," and it's so like interactive.
No, I love it, and I think that's like the best part too about going to these shows. It's like then connecting with other people who also go to the shows, who love it as much as you do, and then something like this, where this girl like, you know, went out on a limb, wrote this sign. She noticed her, and then we were able to like talk about it.
Yeah.
And it was so sweet. She was like, honestly, this is making me feel even better about coming out because having this recognition, the video did like incredible, and it's like only incredible comments on it as well.
Yeah.
So like the whole fan base that Reneé has, it is so sweet. So I'm just like, this is so wholesome. I love it. Like,
see, why can't my video pop up with positivity?
Right,
Instead
two
I have
extremes here.
Dracula.
Two extremes of TikTok right here. But no, it was so cool.
So nice.
Yeah, and Reneé just did an incredible job.
I can't get over it. Yeah. Honestly, I would say one of the best like vocal performances that I've seen the entire year.
Yeah, she's
like
so
it would have
talented.
to be in my top 5.
Yeah.
For like just like purely the vocals alone, insane.
And her songs are so good too.
Yeah.
Love them.
And I hadn't listened to like her entire like catalog before that.
No?
But no, not the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And like I'm a huge fan now.
Now she has.
Really like it.
Yeah. But then Reneé also got to come into studio and Jess worked with her.
Which was actually so nice though, because she was supposed to come at like the beginning of the year.
Right, in January. Or January?
It was like January, February.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. And there was like a flight thing, you know, like it didn't work out due to weather.
Yeah.
And obviously she's great, so that was crappy. Like we missed having her in.
Yeah.
But it was so nice to finally get to have her in the building. Mm-hmm. She got to be in the studio. It was lovely. Shannon tracked down like her favorite drink.
Oh, nice.
And she gave that to her, and it was really cute.
Shannon's doing that with everybody.
I know. Shannon finds out the cutest things.
She really does.
The best.
Yeah.
And they're always like so surprised.
Aw.
So that was nice.
Nice.
But yeah, she was just so lovely. She was really friendly with everyone, and it was a good time overall.
She seems like such a cool girl.
Yeah.
I'd love to be her friend.
I know, right?
Yeah. Like she gives off that like really cool, really funny, doesn't take herself too
really
seriously
chill
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very laid back.
Yeah.
No, she's like killing it.
Yeah. I'm so excited to see like the next year of her career. Because I feel like she's just going to like take off.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that she's going to be in Mean Girls.
Yeah. No, I feel like for like once Mean Girls comes out, it's just going to be like skyrocketing.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say, I will miss her in Sex Lives of College Girls.
Oh, me too. I love that
I
show.
don't understand, too, like, how she's going to just, like, peace out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do, like, if they're going to make a storyline about it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe they'll, like, make her transfer to a different school. But
makes me sad.
It makes me so sad because I love that show, and I love her in it. Like, she's such a good character.
But now I understand, because when it first came out that she was leaving it, I was just like, well, that's shitty.
Yeah.
But after seeing her perform, like, that girl needs to sing. Let that voice be free.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so talented. She literally checks every box.
Yeah. Like, a work of art.
Acting, singing.
So talented.
Funny, personable.
Beautiful.
You know, what else can we say?
Oh. Great. You just can't say anything else. Yeah. So on that note.
You can follow us at Behind Our Lens Pod.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.